Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a really long time since I uploaded my last video, but life happened and I kind of fell off of YouTube, but now I am back and I'm trying to get into the hang of things and what is on my face? Trying to get into the hang of things and go back to my weekly schedule like how I used to do. But today's video is gonna be a really cool one because I got a comment on my last video, like on my Remember Me palette videos, telling me that I should do a blue smoky eye, and I love doing blue eyeshadows. I don't know why, but I just really like doing blue eyeshadows. So today's video is basically just gonna be me doing a blue smoky eye tutorial. So if you guys want to see me do a blue smoky eye, then just keep on watching. So, I am actually going to be watching like TV in the background, so if you hear some nonsense or noise, it's my TV or my iPad. So I'm just, I like to watch videos when I do makeup because I feel like it makes things go faster. Obviously when I'm not recording, because when I'm recording I gotta do step-by-step details. But anyways, so I'm going to show you guys the palettes that I am going to be using for today's tutorial. Disclaimer, you do not have to use this many palettes. I'm just extra and I just like dipping into multiple palettes when I do eyeshadow looks. I always do this, so if you just have one palette that has all the colors, just go ahead and use that. But these are the palettes that I'm going to be using today. I know, that's why I said extra. I literally brought 4 palettes with me. So the first one that I brought is my Remember Me palette because this has all the colors that I need. If you haven't seen my last video, which you should, I will leave the link in the description box below of me doing a first impressions on this palette. But this is what the palette looks like. So that's why I brought it, because obviously you can see it has multiple colors in it. I also brought my BH Cosmetics palette, which is kind of like the same thing as the Remember Me palette. Kind of looks the same too, but it's just the same thing, has multiple colors in it. The other palette that I brought that I always use, because this palette is such a good topper for eyeshadows. It's the Aurora Lights. I don't know why I forgot the name, even though I use it literally like all the time. But it's the Aurora Lights palette, and this just looks like this. These are basically like eyeshadow toppers. I don't really use this as like eyeshadow. After I'm done doing eyeshadow and I want something that's really nice and glittery on top or metallic, I will bring out this bad boy because it has all the nice colors in it. These ones are like glitter toppers, and then these rest of them right here are like metallic toppers. So I highly would recommend buying this palette. This palette is super good. And then I also brought my Juvia's Place palette. This one is the Zulu palette, and I just brought it for these 2 colors right here because these are obviously the only blues that's in the palette. So these are the palettes that I am going to be working with today. So let's just get into this already. So this is the concealer I'm going to be using to prime my eyes. Everyone knows this. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. If you have not tried this concealer yet, what are you doing with your life? This concealer is so bomb, especially when you pair it with their foundation. I had their foundation, but it's like I got the wrong colors, so it's like super light on me, so I don't even use it. So So I already put on my tape, so it keeps my eyeshadow nice and clean. I think everyone already knows this method, but the first color that we are going to be dipping into is in the Remember Me palette, and we're going to be dipping into this really nice blue. This one is called On Air, It's this one right here, and we're gonna use that one first as our transition shade. So I also brought, before I get started, I also brought these glitters with me too, just in case for later on if I want to be a little bit more extra. So these are the glitters that I brought. This one is teal, this one is blue, and I brought ice. These are all from NYX. As you guys can see, it's hard kind of showing these, but these are the ones I brought. These are different colors, as you see. I don't know which one I'm going to use yet, but I just brought these just in case I wanted to be a little bit more extra and wanted to add glitter. I have not used glitter in such a long time. I feel like I was like a glitter queen and a glitter slut for like a long time when I started getting into makeup. That's why I have so many. So I was like, you know what? Might as well use these bad boys because I never use them and they're just like collecting dust in there. So that's what I also brought. So we're gonna go in with On Air right now. It's like a nice light blue, as you guys can see. And we are just gonna start it here and blend. Sometimes I like to use patting motions. I feel like patting motions really gets the color onto your skin. It makes it more bright. Why did I say with a V? Bright. It makes it more bright, and it actually shows, like the pigmentation actually shows the color. So sometimes I will start off with some patting motions, and then I'll start blending the outside edges so it's not too harsh. And I really like to bring up my color basically all the way to my eyebrows. I know a lot of people are like, stop putting on your eyeshadow all the way to your brow bone, but all this lid space and I'm just gonna waste it and not put eyeshadow on it? I think not. So I usually like to bring it up all the way to my brow bone. I don't really put highlighter on my brow bone. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, because it gets on my eyebrows and it just makes my eyebrows look really ashy. And I'm not trying to make my eyebrows look ashy, so that's why I don't do it. Now I'm just gonna go on the other side and do this eye really quick because I like to try to do it at the same time because then it looks more symmetrical. And sometimes when I don't do it, then I forget what eyeshadows I put, and then I'm just like, what do I do with this eye again? So I'll be right back once this one's all nice and blended out. Okay, so I have the color all nice and laid out. As you guys can see, it is like super bright, and that is with the packing motion. So if you guys are using bright colors, I would highly recommend after you're done blending it out the first time is to start packing it on instead of like blending it. Like pack it on and pack it on. Sorry, I don't know why I have a really bad burps right now, but just keep packing it on and it'll make the bright colors more vivid, more pigmented, and you can actually see the colors show up. So once you know, we have this color all nice and done, we're gonna do another darker color. So I'm just trying to figure out what color I want to go into because I have these two palettes here and I'm figuring out if I want to use a little bit of this blue right here, but I feel like this is more of a teal, not blue. So I'm just like, what to do? I think I might go in with this color right here, Linguine. I think that's called Linguine. This one right here. It's like a darker blue than the one we used here. So I am going to be using that color right now, and I am just going to be placing that on my crease and just blend it outwards. I'm not going to blend it too much where I lose this color right here because I actually really like it. I want it to be light to dark, so let's see what we can do. I'm going to place it, like I said, right on the crease. I feel like this color doesn't really, isn't really a difference from the blue that we used, but I mean, it's alright. Okay, so like I just said, that color literally, I don't think it even is doing nothing. It's doing nothing. So we're gonna go in with a more darker blue just to help it out. So I am gonna use Slick, this one right here. This blue color right here. So I am gonna grab a more denser brush right here, and I am gonna pack that on my lid, like actually on my lid, not in the crease, so we're able to blend this out. So I put that color on my lid, I'm gonna take a Morphe M506 brush. This is a really small, precise brush, and I'm just gonna start blending this dark blue out. So I'm actually gonna be taking a little bit of this color. I am going to be taking it on my precise Morphe brush, and I am going to use this color a little bit to blend out the color that we placed on the lid. Okay, so I am already done with this eye right here. I am gonna go on the other eye and do the rest. I don't want this on camera because it could take too long, but I am gonna finish up this eye and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just got done with this eye right here. As you guys can see, I basically finished it off. I just ended up putting this glitter right here. This is the NYX glitter. This one is in blue, I believe. Yeah, it's blue. All I did was just apply it on the areas that I put the dark blue at on the lid. So it's just really nice and simple. It's not like too crazy of a glitter. It's really nice and simple. So we're gonna do the same thing for this eye right here. I'm just gonna take my glitter glue primer. This one is from LA Splash. It just comes in this like cute little carrier. It looks like this. And I am gonna put this on the back of my hand because that's where I like to put it so it's easy to reach. I'm getting this really small brush. It's so tiny, you can't even see it in the camera. This one is a detailed brush from Real Techniques. And I'm just gonna apply it right on my lid. Before you even apply your glitter, make sure you leave it enough where it gets tacky, kind of just like eyelash glue, because if you don't, then your glitter won't stick and it will be really flaky. So that, I already have my glitter in the cap, so I'm just gonna let this dry. And now that I have my glitter on nice and set, I'm just gonna leave it right there for a little bit because I can kind of feel that the glitter needs to be dry just a little bit. But while we let it dry, I'm just gonna apply my lashes. These are my lashes I'm gonna be using. I got these off AliExpress. If you don't buy your eyelashes from AliExpress, then you're just paying way too much for eyelashes. The other month, I think it was like, okay, not the other month, but it was like a couple months ago. I placed a huge order on AliExpress of lashes, and I've never went back since. The only con about AliExpress lashes is that you have to wait a couple, like obviously a couple weeks before you can receive them in your mail because they're coming from China. But they're the best eyelashes ever. I don't even buy eyelashes anymore from like Ulta or anything like that because they're way too expensive nowadays. Like drugstore lashes, if you really want to get a really good pair, it's like almost $10 like for eyelashes. And I'm just like, I'm not trying to pay almost $20 for 2 pairs of eyelashes. And knowing me, I do makeup often for my, like on myself for my Instagram, and I'm just like, I'm not trying to waste that, you know, those $10 eyelashes. So I just went on AliExpress and I ordered a bunch of them, and I've never went back since. The quality and AliExpress eyelashes are the best. They're really nice and soft. They're really nice and wispy. If you've ever seen like how like Lily lashes are really, you know, in the hype nowadays, they give it like a really nice like poof type of eyelash effect. You could easily go find some AliExpress eyelashes with the same style as like the Miami ones for like $2. And I'm just like, Lily lashes, who? I never heard of them before. You guys can see, like, look at this lash. Like, it's so pretty. When I wear these lashes like all the time too, and you guys see my pictures, like if you guys can see the way I'm looking at it right now, like it's all nice and wispy. The lash is nice. Like the bands on the eyelashes are really nice and flexible. Like AliExpress really went off. I think it's because obviously, as you guys can see, these are like the packaging for it. I think it's because they're so cheap because they don't have like a brand name on it. I'm pretty sure if Lily Lashes saw these and put the name and label on these packaging, they'd be like $32, which, can we just talk about how one pair of eyelashes is $32? Like Lily Lashes had lost their goddamn mind for pricing a pair of eyelashes for that much. And I've heard stories that they easily rip too. Like I've had a story where one of my fellow coworkers bought a pair of Lily Lashes, and once she took them off, like took them off all of her eyelashes, like the band came off and ripped apart. Like I'd be so mad. I'd be like, really? I just spent $32 on one pair of eyelash and it really only lasted me one day? I can't believe people, oh yeah, I can't believe people actually buy $32 for one pair of eyelash. I'm shook. Honestly, I would never, I could never, I will never spend that much on an eyelash. Unless you're sending to me, then Lily Lashes, you can send me it my way, but I'm not stupid. Like that, you guys see this lash? You guys can't really see it because obviously my eyeshadow is really dark, but if you guys can see this lash, you'd be shooketh. So I'm just gonna take my lovely Aurora Lights palette, and I'm gonna take a small brush because I need a inner highlight. But I'm just gonna be taking ombre. It's right here. It's one of these glitter toppers, and I'm just gonna put this in the inner corner. I am now gonna go and do my foundation really quick. I don't want to make this video too long, but I am coming out with a updated foundation routine. So I will let you guys know when that comes out, but I'm gonna do my foundation really quick and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just got done doing my foundation and my lips and my hair. So this is the final look for you guys. I just ended up smoking out the bottom and just putting mascara over it, but this is what I came up with using the Remember Me palette. I really love blue looks so much. I don't know why, I feel complete when I have a blue eyeshadow look. Let me give you guys a little bit more of a close-up look. Really hope you guys enjoyed this blue smoky eye. If you haven't already, don't forget to like this video if you guys do want more like eyeshadow tutorials. I would definitely love to do like more just short eyeshadow tutorial videos for you guys. If you guys would like that, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. So don't forget to subscribe down below because I am back on my grind and I am back to making videos every single week. So don't forget to subscribe to keep up with my next videos. If you guys want to follow me on my socials and see the back of my life, you know, all the amazing looks that I do, my mental breakdowns, I will list all of my social medias down below in the description box for you guys. Thank you guys for always riding with me and supporting me. We literally hit 2K on YouTube. I know it's not a lot, but it's something for me. You know, I've been wanting to do this for like ever, and to finally hit 2K feels amazing. So thank you guys for supporting me in everything I do, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.